only feels their emotions, but other people's as well. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Mystical Mastery Mondays with me, Vic, your favorite spiritual awakening coach. And today, we're going to get into all things being an empath, right? We're living in some crazy times, and it's been going on all year. And really, we're living in times where a lot of these our emotions are rising to the surface, and because we're being triggered all the time by all the things that are going on, and so a lot of these emotions are coming up so that they can be healed. But a lot of people don't know that, so a lot of people kind of get stuck in the rat race and get stuck in the narratives of the time. And so when you're an empath, and most people who do inner work, most people who are on the spiritual journey are empaths, because the more you've healed and the more you've opened up your energy, the more you've actually opened up your energy for other people as well. And so, not everything you feel is yours. It shows up as yours. You think it's yours because the emotions are within you. And so, when we know this, we can kind of tell, like, after we've watched something or been a part of some sort of conversation, how we feel afterwards. And if you feel drained or something like that, you know that you just took on some people's energy, and now have that in you. Now, so we're picking up energies from individuals. We're picking up energies from just the collective, because there's just so much rising to the surface. And what I can say even more so now, especially during this time, is if you're on this spiritual journey, you're doing inner work, you're healing yourself, like, it's about taking this to a whole other level, right? The more and more that we can heal the energies that the emotions that are coming through us, the more we're clearing the space, the more we're actually helping heal others, because there's a lot of people who who can't heal, who don't know how, who are stuck in it, right? So if we're actually picking up their energy when we heal it within us, we're actually healing it within them too. So to be an empath, to be a light worker during this time is so huge, because because it's important that we can heal these things so that we can actually help heal the planet. And when you really understand this, then it's not really about blaming or getting stuck in all the political conversations and all that kind of stuff. It's really about, like, oh, like, okay, I'm feeling things in me. This is creating a rise of energy or anger or whatever that is within me, so that I can heal, so that I can transmute, so that I can release. And the more I do that, and there's so many modalities, there's so many techniques out there. Some people really get into the feeling of their emotions. You can meditate, you can pranayamas, breath work, right? There's people go into satsang and, like, sing in community. And there's so many different things. And all these different techniques are all about tapping more into the divine, tapping more into connection with source, because you know that's when we are being the light. That's when we can really hold space for the healing for other people. And so it's really important to not get caught up with all the emotions you're feeling, and actually just get into the space of letting go and releasing as much as you can. And that being said, it doesn't necessarily mean that you have to take on everybody's emotions. It is important to protect yourself. And when you know that, you can help heal people without taking it in you and healing it. You can actually hold space. I'll give an example where if you're in a political argument with somebody, or there's so many different polarized topics during this time. But if you're in the situation and you get into a reaction, and now you're in the energy and just getting angry at each other, well, now you've kind of taken on that energy. But if you could stay calm and literally be in that space where all these people's emotions are heightened, and you literally tell yourself, this is not my energy, I am not taking this on, I am holding the space. When you don't take it on and you can hold the space, and people will express and say all the things that they need to say, you will actually see that by you just you know being disciplined enough to hold that space, people are going to come around, and people are gonna heal from that. People are gonna release from that without just having that angry interaction. And there's other things you can protect yourself too, right? You can intentionally you know put a safe, like, intend safe and protection energy around you. People like to light sage and incense and all sorts of things, but it is important to protect yourself because you really don't want to feel everybody's emotions in your body. Um, as we're moving forward because again these are crazy times and it's important to protect ourselves and to keep healing and keep being the light so that we can serve this planet, we can move through these times and come into a new age because I do believe that that is what we're doing. And so just to kind of recap a little bit, we're talking about being an empath during these times, right? We're living in crazy times. Everything you feel is not yours. Understand that. You don't have, it's not all yours. And when you realize that you're getting it from getting kind of caught up in a lot of these situations or these conversations, then you don't have to take it on. You can actually protect yourself and and help heal others that way. And if you do take it on, just continue to do your work, continue to do your practices so that you can continue to release and be in a high vibrational state, be in a state of love, be in a state of compassion and joy. So that the more and more we can maintain this kind of energy, this kind of vibration, then we really are doing our part to help heal the planet from that perspective. If this landed, if this made sense, Kristen, how are you? Love you too. Anybody else on and people watching on the replay, I would love to hear from you and your insights or your questions about about being an empath, your experiences, especially during this time. I know we're all feeling it. I know we've all gone through it. And I hope this kind of gives a little bit more clarity on how you can actually function as an empath in a more productive way. Um, yeah, so definitely please let me know what you think. I also want to say that the Unlimited Summit videos that have been in this Facebook group. They're in the unit section. If you haven't watched it, I really encourage you to watch them because you're going to get a lot of insight and a lot of amazing information on how to walk this spiritual journey. And I just uploaded them to YouTube. They're on my channel. So if anybody wants to share with them, and like people that are outside of the group can definitely watch them. Just share them. Just share them to whoever you want. I totally encourage it. It's totally cool. And there's a lot of things coming up in this group. I'm gonna having more conversations every month in this group, and the next one is gonna be in a little less than 2 weeks. I'll be announcing who I'm talking to and what we're gonna be talking about and all those stuff really soon. So that's it for me, guys. Please let me know what landed and what you think, and if this is helping. And until next time, be here right now where depression and anxiety cannot exist. Thank you very much, everybody, and have an amazing Monday.